I'm out here doing my morning watering before it gets warm, and I thought we'd check out the pumpkin patch, see how that's doing. So if you recall from previous videos, I've had sort of interesting luck with pumpkins. The first year we planted pumpkins over in the main bed, and I got like 75 pumpkins or something like that, basically without trying. The next year, I don't remember if it was that next year right away or the year following, we got like nothing. It was decimated by squash vine borers. Last year I moved the pumpkin patch out here, new spots, and once again squash vine borers, and also possibly just, like not enough water. We had them in the turf, like mounds in the turf, and thought maybe all the extra, the grass was soaking up the moisture. I don't know if that's, major cause of the issue or just a, small factor in it. But I was out here injecting things with BT, spraying BT, just squishing squash vine borers with my shoe, and it didn't happen. We got like 6 pumpkins or something. It was devastating. This year, now, a new year, we tilled up the beds, 2 sides. I don't remember how many I put in yet, but they're doing really good right now. If there was wood, I would knock on it, but I did go through. I have not seen a squash vine borer yet. I might have seen eggs, but it was uncertain and it was very few. So I actually went through and I very lightly sprinkled some 7 dust on the stems. I don't want to kill bees, things like that, but I really don't want to lose the whole pumpkin patch to squash vine borers. So I'm keeping a close eye on it. Everybody's got a soaker hose. And then I put some flowers through the middle here. I really should do a little more weeding, but it's looking good so far. Ended up, because of my compost not being particularly hot, I actually ended up with a bunch of volunteer tomatoes and volunteer pumpkins or squash of some sort. So I actually transplanted a whole bunch of them out of the garden over here. I don't have compost in here, so some of them got a little rough when they got transplanted, but they're coming back. I really have no idea what kind of pumpkins they are. I know they're different because this one, a couple of them have the jagged, pointy leaves, and then some of them have rounder leaves. So we'll see what those are. I mean, they might just be junk, but maybe that could be like a trap crop. I don't know. But I am cautiously optimistic that I'll get a few pumpkins this year. I actually have, that really looks like a zucchini. Hopefully that's a pumpkin. This was all fresh seeds, maybe a few saved seeds, but they should definitely be pumpkins. I think it's just hasn't rounded out yet. And then my trellis situation is looking pretty good this year. This time last year, I think I barely just put the plants in here because we had built this late. There is volunteers in here, so I don't know what they are, but I do have a couple birdhouse gourds, which I'm excited to hopefully get something out of this year. Last year again, this bed, or these 2 beds, I don't think it was squash vine borers. I think it was just being put in late. I don't know, but I also composted these. I'm keeping them watered. So once again, cautiously optimistic that I get some, should be little pumpkins like Jack Be Littles, baby boos, and what I really hope for is the bottle gourds, the birdhouse gourds. But I'm getting flowers. Everybody's climbing. Here's the other patch. This one's really vining out. I don't recall what's what in here. It's kind of mirrored to the other side, more or less. But I've got a whole huge variety. A moth just landed on my glasses. Makes it difficult to see. And once again, there are some transplanted volunteers over here. These ones are doing a little better, actually. They just held up to the transplant. But I am definitely looking forward to having something growing out here. have 2 giant pumpkins, but they aren't doing gangbusters. The stems split, probably with all the wind, and maybe, I don't know, maybe too much watering. I mean, it's still going, but I don't think we're gonna get 1,000-pound pumpkins off of it, but you never know. Never say never, I guess. But that's sort of the pumpkin patch update for now. And I hope to have more updates in the future about pumpkins growing all over the place. So I guess I better get back to, my big kid job, since no one will pay me just to stand out here and stare at my plants growing. Hope everybody has a great day.